when you conspire to kill a chosen one and think that you've killed a high priestess, you get haunted. You get haunted by a ghost, and they never die, and they never weaken, and they never go away. And you can't run from it because, like Final Destination, it's going to follow you everywhere you go. You don't get to kill and go live your life in peace, happy somewhere. You woke something up. You woke something up. You thought you killed somebody and got away with it, you demons. But in actuality, now you're going to be haunted by this ghost. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with and in the truth. It always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes. It always perseveres. Love never fails. Love always, always wins. I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Yeah, somebody might be being haunted literally by a ghost right now, and there's literally nothing they can do about it because the ghost won't die. Somebody is literally being haunted by a ghost right now that will not die, and they're actively trying to kill us. Not even a ghost, it's a spirit. Somebody keeps on trying to kill a spirit that will not die because that spirit is here for them. Every last one of them. Every last one of them are under judgment. And the spirit's not going to die. Whoever the person is they tried to kill, yeah, okay, they killed them already. And they were thrown right back into their body. But not alone. Now this time they're not alone. They were thrown back in their body with a spirit that's here to cause judgment. And they can't kill it at all. Collective. Somebody on your child father side of the family, this could be your current husband. This could be your ex-husband. This could be your baby daddy. Okay? However you say it in your culture, whatever, you get the point I'm trying to make here. This person that is on your child's dad side of the family. You could have an adult child or a young child, I don't know. But they've been a secret hater of yours. They've been a secret hater of yours for as long as they've known you. And they've been running around doing something here in the dark to make problems in your life. And they thought that it would never catch up with them. They would never get caught, and they get to secretly hate on you. Even if you have not been with your child's father in years, if you've been broke up with them, or even if you ain't seen them in 30 years, don't deal with them, whatever this secret hater on your child's father's side of the family has been doing to you in secret. And they could have been doing something long after y'all broke up. You know, they could have been working with your child's father to do this, but that person is in trouble right now because it's time to pay the pauper. Okay. So something's about to change, okay, for somebody. This could have something to do with their job or work, okay? Somebody could be in the military, or somebody could have been trying to have authority over something, or this could have something to do with authority, discipline. Someone could have been a main male. Clarified purpose in the reverse, a page of pentacles, the star, and then I have the chariot, which could be Cancer energy, okay? Clarified, someone was trying to control a star and keep them a page. Just that easy. Thank you, Spirit. It came through that quick. I didn't even know what the message was yet, and they just gave it to me. The page of pentacles, okay? You got the page of pentacles, you have the star, and then you have the chariot. And that's the whole story. Somebody on your child's father's side of the family was working together with your child's father and them because they accepted an offer from some type of a cult that is attached to the government. You're a star. It don't matter if you're known by the world. You don't have to be famous. You embody star energy. Let me explain. If Michael Jackson was never discovered and he ended up owning a Subway shop, where he was the manager and he made the best tuna fish and meatball subs at Subway. Michael Jackson would be moonwalking all over that Subway floor, and he would be singing his ass off and probably doing commercials by now. Michael Jackson would be the person outside with the arrow in the costume dancing, whatever, if he was never discovered and never got connected to anyone. That would not change the fact that he emanates bright energy, that he's a star within his own right. That would not change his ability to attract a lot of energy, attention on him, because he's connected to a very bright star and a very great destiny. And if somebody were able to block or delay his destiny, he would shine bright in whatever vessel, job, location he was in. You understand? Which means wherever he's at, he would be the absolute best at whatever he's doing. Okay? There are people that are stars being gang stalked and isolated right now that with the right connection and exposure, you would belong being seen and heard by many. But people are blocking you because they want to energy harvest and destiny swap with you. I gave you the story before. This is the energy of somebody going back in time in a time machine, the Valorium, okay? Imagine somebody, not Michael J. Fox, but imagine somebody going in the time machine, okay, and going back in the day right before Joe Jackson started buying them instruments for them boys, okay? And he already knows and seen Michael Jackson's destiny, and all of them. I'm not berating any of them. All of them are very talented, okay? But I'm talking about Michael Jackson right now, okay? And they go back in time and they kidnap Michael Jackson. It throws the whole family off. Everybody ends up working hard labor jobs, and Michael Jackson is now gone. Now, the people that kidnap Michael Jackson, they throw him on a farm and they make him work at a farm in the dirt with a hoe, growing food. And he's on the farm singing his songs, writing songs, and dancing all over in between the corn like the goddamn scarecrow. And he's doing all this stuff. He's the star, you understand? But somebody saw his destiny and they kidnapped him and they put him and isolated him somewhere where no one could see him. And they're watching him, they're energy harvesting from him, and they're trying to emanate his energy around people while they keep him isolated somewhere because they already knew the type of person he is. That's what is going on with whoever you are. Whoever you are, you embody a great destiny. Your star is, you are a soul that is connected to a very, very bright star. Okay? Like I think it says in the Emerald Tablets. All of us are connected to a star because this is how they read Siddhartha the Buddha star and Jesus, the Christ star. Even before he was conceived, they identified him by reading the stars. Okay? So everybody, you're connected to a star. Some stars are very small. Some have a very, very bright aura. Okay? You're connected to a star and yours is very great with a great destiny. And because of this, somebody in the government knew that. So they made an offer to someone on your child's father's side of the family, and possibly even your child's father, to do something to make sure you stayed a Page of Pentacles. They wanted you to be working a minimum wage job. They wanted you to work in a factory, a warehouse, a fast food restaurant. And honest work is honest work. I'm not putting anybody down. I'm making a point here. They wanted you to be in a Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles would be like an hourly job. Maybe you clean bathrooms. Maybe you work at a hotel. It's a very low paying job and a beginning start. Okay. And they were paid money to bind you spiritually to whoever the father of your child is. And then to keep you there using witchcraft and using witchcraft tactics to affect your self-esteem, your confidence, to try to beat you down in such a way, to sabotage you, to violate your privacy. Even if you broke up with your child's father, they were supposed to invade. They were given access through the NSA to hack your phone and to keep up with you, to make sure they blocked you from ever marrying a decent person, getting into a decent relationship. and to block your jobs, gang stalk you at job. And this person on your child's father's side of the family, they were participating in this. The Page of Pentacles is talking about where you started in life, okay? But the star is talking about you being connected to a bright, bright star, okay? And then what was the other card that I pulled? The Chariot. The Chariot is talking about controlling you. So their job was to control you, to control your love life, and to control your ability to make money and your ability to take action in your life, to keep you a page. Because, excuse me, somebody else wanted to show up in your energy and appear as a star. You know, there are real life stars that are born, like Prince and Michael Jackson, Beyonce, and many, Patti LaBelle, Whitney Houston, and many, 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 many others. I can't even start. Nina Simone. You know, we can really, really go back. There are people that are real life stars. Okay. Yolanda Adams. You know, I'm going to my gospel singers too. Tremaine Hawkins. You know, I'm old, y'all. Forgive me. Donnie McClurkin. You know, there are people that are born, and they don't have to be entertainers and singers. Okay. Even George Washington Carver. George Washington Carver was a star. Martin Luther King, he was a star. Malcolm X was a star. You understand? There are stars throughout life. Nikola Tesla was a star. Okay. You can be a physicist. You can be a doctor, a scientist. There are stars. You can be a hairdresser. Okay. Sojourner Truth was a star. Harriet Tubman was a star. There are stars in every area and aspect of life. It doesn't mean you're a singer. But either way, whatever it was, you are a real life star. And somebody read your astrology in the government that's a part of one of these cults. And they were working with this person on your child's father's side of the family. And even long after you figured out that people were targeting you and you freed yourself, they continued to try to do something to you, okay, to make you stuck. Their job was to control you by being given access to government resources such as the NSA, to always know how much money you had in the bank, to always know where you were applying for a job at, where you were working at in case you relocated and moved to another state, who you were dating, access to your phone. If you were on a dating app, it was their job to control you. You understand? If you ever was on a dating app, they would have the resources at their fingertips to maneuver with hackers, that dating app, to make sure you only talk to people they approve of, that they would send toward you to try to get your energy. Okay. If you got a job somewhere, they would send implants to work at the job you worked at with you. Okay. This is how they were trying to control your light. You little Michael Jackson, you, whatever you are. You could be a star preacher, woman or man. You might be in the ministry. Whatever it is, you have the star quality. You could be a therapist. You know, you might be a counselor, or you just might be a great speaker. Whatever it is your calling is, you're very good at it. Okay. You embody that energy, and their job was to control you and your movements so someone else could appear in your likeness and copy you and use your energy. And this person was granted access to your life. And it might have been a woman or a man or a Libra with the Empress in the reverse. But the problem is you are not stuck with the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Someone without a purpose wanted to literally take your purpose from you. Okay. But you are bound not to fail. What is failure in reverse? What is failure in reverse? Yeah, they failed. The devil in reverse. Yeah, this person, when all else failed to control you, okay, I would like to see anybody try to stop Michael Jackson from spinning on one toe or doing a moonwalk. He would have been doing it anywhere you put him. If Michael Jackson was a security guard child at the museum, baby, as soon as they locked them museum doors, it'd have been on. If nobody ever saw that man, Michael Jackson would have been moonwalking from one end of the Museum of Natural History to the other at nighttime with Ben Stiller in Night at the Museum, he'd have been spinning all between them goddamn elephant tusks and between the cavemen, dancing with them, talking about, PYT with a cave girl. I'm trying to tell you, you can't stop a person from being who they are. You understand? So this person became desperate and started trying to maneuver something to get you either in jail, locked up, a mental institution, but they had to release it because they became quite destructive in all of their attempts to try to bind you. Okay. Now, discipline, because they lack structure and discipline in their thinking. So, of course, they're going to lack structure and discipline in their actions too. Things that are not going to be well thought of. This is the type of person that wants to execute a plan, but because they are irrational, because they act out of rage and heightened emotions, they make very poor decisions that are not calculated or executed well, and it ends up exposing everybody and leaving a big mess everywhere. You understand? So whoever this person is, they expose themselves in everything they were doing to you. They were sloppy. They literally led a trail directly to them and everyone they're connected to, because this person, again, they lack structure with discipline here in reverse. They lack structure and discipline in their thinking, which means their plans lack discipline and structure. They might act out of envy, rage, jealousy, emotion, and do things that are more personal instead of executing plans out of logic. You understand? So if they were jealous of you, and you triggered something because you came out the house looking really good one day, they would have jumped out the car and almost tried to fight you or something and showed their hand and, oh, you wasn't supposed to see me. I just lost it when I saw you in that dress. You understand? Whoever this person is, they took the job that they had to control you too personally. Their job was to control you by being a puppet master behind the scenes. And the whole trick of it is for you not to know that they were controlling you. But because this person was so triggered by everything that you are and everything that they are not, that they showed their hand and they got too close to you. Icarus flew too close to the sun and the wings melted. Yeah, their wings melted. Yeah, this person, all of their actions were out of rage, jealousy, envy, emotions they couldn't regulate, and they were absurd, and they were too reckless, and they were drowning in their emotions out of jealousy and rage. This is someone that does not have gratitude for anything in life. It's like a spoiled brat. It's like a younger soul kicking their legs like, why does this person have that and I don't? Why do they get attention and get an award for being a mathematician and I don't? Because your math is not your subject. Well, why do they get recognition for doing hair? Because you're not a hairdresser and you don't have those type of gifted hands. Well, why does he get recognition for being a brain surgeon and I don't? Because you're not a brain surgeon. I mean, this is somebody that doesn't have gratitude for their life, for their health, and for taking account for the things and seeing and recognizing the positives in their own life. They just see other people that have things going on and become jealous, even if they don't have anything to do with their purpose. This is someone with a lot of ego that maybe didn't forgive you or somebody. What is pride and forgiveness in the reverse? Yet somebody can't recover from something. A Knight of Pentacles, okay, that is moving past something or moving forward. Who's this Knight of Pentacles? Clarify, that could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, or anyone else. I have the Wheel of Fortune. This is a soulmate of yours from the past you dated or celebrated with, okay? They were gaslit maybe by a Libra. Okay. Yeah. Somebody was gaslighting this person in the past. This is someone that catfished you. That Knight of Pentacles is someone that catfished you in the past. Okay. But you didn't fall for the catfish and they don't forgive you for that. And this person was in their ego because you didn't fall for their catfish. Like, how dare you not fall for the trap I laid for you? And it hurt their ego. So they decided to really come for you and try to commit a crime Somebody wanted to commit a crime and hurt you, and you picked up on it, and you separated from them because they wanted to hurt you. Whoever you are, you knew this person didn't mean you any well, and they wanted to hurt you, and you separated your energy from them, and they don't forgive you. They don't forgive you for recognizing the red flags and getting away. Okay, that's what they want me to tell you. They don't forgive you for seeing the red flags that they plan to hurt you and getting away from them. Okay, and they're in their ego about that. Yeah, it's like idiocracy on 100. It's literally like idiocracy on 100. Why are you pissed off at them? We gave you the job to hurt this person, but they picked up on what you were trying to do and they ran away from you. Okay, because they didn't want to hurt like you don't want to hurt, and they didn't want to die like you don't want to die. The same thing your daughter and mama would do if they didn't want to die and somebody was trying to hurt them. So this might be somebody with a low IQ is what I'm getting. Okay. Whoever this person is, they might have an extremely low IQ not to be able to put together that you didn't want to die or be hurt, and that's why you ran away from them or disconnected from them. And as a human, a sovereign soul, you had every right to do so. And they have no right to be in the energy of unforgiveness because you didn't fall for the trick where they wanted to hurt you. This is someone that doesn't have any empathy or any compassion at all whatsoever. They can't even put together, how dare you take offense to me trying to hurt you? Or how dare you even want to stick up for yourself and protect yourself? Yeah, this is a super narcissist right here. Like, I was trying to kill you. How dare you want to live? Yeah, if somebody was trying to kill my mama or my daughter or my sister, of course, I expect them to want to live, and I expect them to tell me so I can help them. I expect them to want their life. But since you're not directly related to me, and I don't have any universal love, and I'm disconnected from my intuition, my third eye, so my perception is completely off, because I haven't gone through a heart chakra activation yet that allows me to feel universal love, which means have empathy and compassion, not just for me and people I care about, but for everybody. And know how to balance my dark and light energy, meaning I can have empathy and compassion for people outside of myself, but also with boundaries against people that would want to hurt me or cause me an imbalance. You understand? And still protect and defend myself. This is someone whose heart is completely closed and has a low IQ and only operates like a predator. So this is someone that behaves like an animal. Okay? This is someone that has not yet become God, because you are animal and God. You're half animal and you're half God. We talked about that before. Your animal part is your carnal nature. When you are functioning like a predator, like a reptile, you're functioning like an animal that is unapologetic about eating from the antelope and all the other animals, because you got to eat to survive. It has nothing to do with emotions, empathy, and compassion. You're eating out of survival. So you have the animal mindset. So you're not God yet. You're only animal. You're in your carnal nature. But when you activate your heart chakra and you develop the level of consciousness and awareness that comes with empathy and compassion, starting with for yourself through self-love, it opens you up to universal love and being able to see people outside of yourself in a way where you don't need to prey on them to survive now. You don't have to be a predator, because your mind becomes more intelligent, because now your consciousness and awareness is functioning out of the higher chakras, the throat, the heart, the third eye, the crown chakra, wisdom, foresight, insight, creativity. You understand? Your creativity allows you to expand in consciousness and awareness to other ways of manifesting what you need in life without being a predator to another person. Now you've become God, because you're operating out of your highest intellectual nature and creativity, your perception, your intuition. It allows you to maneuver, not being a predator, but a creator now. See, God is a creator. And when you are functioning out of the crown chakra, the higher chakras, you become God, the creator now, instead of the animal, the predator, operating like an animal where your consciousness and awareness is in the lower chakras. I'm not creative enough to create anything. I have to prey on other people and steal from them. It's the two different paths, the left-hand path and the right-hand path. Okay? Let's go. So this person has a very low IQ because they don't forgive you and they don't have universal love. So they can't see, they just see you as a dumb prey that I'm mad at you for not being dumber than me and falling for my trick. And I didn't catch my prey. So this is an animal you were dealing with. And you were right to run away and separate your energy from this animal. Okay, so something's going to change. Let me pull these cards and see if I can get a little bit of energy. Somebody might be a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Somebody might be Puerto Rican. Okay, somebody could be a Chinese hacker. We talk about this Chinese hacker all the time. I think the main male or military person, this person could be on your child's father's side of the family. Holy Divine Spirit, I ask right now, my ancestors of the highest white light, my guides, my ascended masters, the Most High God, E-I-O, I call on Yeshua, Christ, Jehovah, channel through me the messages, allow those messages to come through in the simplest form, as simply put as possible, so as to be understood with perfect clarity and understanding, to put the intended receiver on their highest path for their highest good. I command it, I say. Holy Divine Spirit, give me some energy on this person, on your child's father's side of the family, this main male energy and military person energy. Give me some energy about the energies that are in this reading, your uncle. So I don't know, your child's father could have an uncle that could be a part of this for somebody. So there could be an uncle on your child's father's. It's usually the first card I pull. So there is an uncle on your child's father's side of the family. Somebody could be somebody's ex-husband, ex-wife. Somebody might be a pastor. Okay. And they're saying, pull a cards now. Give me some energy on this main male military person and someone on someone's child's father's side of the family. Okay. Family reunion fell on military person. So I have family reunion here on military person. Somebody could be of Central African descent. That's part of the wealth class, 1%. Somebody that they were entertaining with their company, that might be their friend. A Libra, Aquarius, Gemini might have got somebody to work against you. East Africa. A white woman. Your family is your hackers. A false person. Somebody could be Ethiopian. The CIA. It fell on the floor. New love opportunity. Somebody's initials could be F like Frank. F like Frank. A black man. Somebody is in my collective right now. Somebody's mother. Somebody's uncle. The mother or father of someone's child. The FBI, the CIA, the NSA, and a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And it came out with what's clarifying the FBI, CIA, and NSA is the CIA. Somebody could also be Indonesian. Y'all let me know if I cut out. Now, we already know, ain't no secrets here, that it's a whole bunch of East Africans and Central Africans up in the NSA and the CIA, and West Africans, and Mexicans, and Puerto Ricans, and Panamanians, and Dominican Republic, and Koreans, and Vietnamese, and Asians, and Indonesians. Well, hell, it's just humans. Fuck it. You could be any goddamn race working in the government. But we talking about the government in the United States of America. So it's a whole bunch of people from other countries is what I should have just said. We already, South Americans, we already know it's a whole slew of people from other countries that all work in the United States government to do things to the energy that is there, that they utilize as human batteries. Because they don't have any conscience about it. That's why. I have to pull it up on my other phone because they won't allow me to get the live to make sure they haven't disconnected me on my other phone. It's just circling around. And I have to keep up and make sure I didn't get disconnected, y'all. I gotta stay on here. I have to make sure I'm not getting disconnected. Well, we'll see if it comes up. I don't know. Child, y'all know they shadow banned me. I could be being shadow banned right now. I don't know. I'm trying to, maybe if I close out and try it again. I'm trying to pull it up on my phone so I could watch while I do the live to make sure. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, I'm on now. All right, Holy Divine Spirit, your uncle in the CIA, sorry. What is your uncle, the CIA? The Six of Pentacles reverse. Clarify your uncle. The King of Pentacles. This is someone that might not listen to their intuition. The Nine of Pentacles reverse. This is someone that might be financially codependent to someone or something. Or they're stressed out about an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, losing their home and money or something like that. A Cancer. Somebody might have both. They could be like a Gemini Cancer cusp or have both Gemini and Cancer in their chart. Somebody is very defensive or helping someone defend themselves. Someone is trying to reverse an ending, a Capricorn. They're trying to help a Capricorn get something, a decision reversed, okay? But they're not having any luck. And someone has the truth and the clarity with the Ace of Swords here about what somebody did, about what a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini did. And that's connected to your uncle. And they're already aware of what they did for a Ten of Pentacles. Yes. So somebody is already aware of what air sign did, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini did with your uncle or somebody's uncle for a Ten of Pentacles. And they can't trick nobody because there's a Capricorn out here that's trying to still get a judgment reverse. Tell me about this Central African that's in the wealth class 1%. Tell me about this Central African. Somebody, the Ace of Pentacles reverse. Somebody might have had to make a very quick and strategic move to get away with something, but they may not be getting a new start. The King of Wands in reverse, okay? Because there might be, someone might have been a friend. They might have utilized a friend or a water sign that was in their thoughts about trying to avoid a disaster because they couldn't backstab and betray you. They were worried about the truth coming out about why somebody was trying to maybe get local police and local authorities to help them to do something to destroy you or destroy your life. When somebody has an agenda against your life, but they can't accomplish it without help from other people that live in your community and local police and local government, if they're not in on it, they have to give those people a reason, a good reason for why they're doing what they're doing. And they don't want to come out and say, because they're getting paid money to isolate and gang stalk you because you're a star and they're trying to do a destiny swap. which at the end of the destiny swap is going to put a lot of money in their pocket. They can't come out and say, because I'm sacrificing that person for a cult, or because I want to steal inheritance money that person has, because some people will side eye and they won't help, because they'll see them as the victim and they'll see you as the aggressor. And they might be conflicted in their energy and emotions for whatever it is they're trying to get them to do against you. So what they have to do is they have to motivate people to want to come against you and harm you by charging them emotionally. So they have to find something to trigger people about you to make them feel like what they're doing to you is justified. Now, that can be, let's say you're in a community that's LGBT. They'll go to everyone that's a business owner in that community and tell them, you're anti-gay, you're against gay marriage, you hate gay people, and you got a gay daughter that you kicked out the house, that you refuse to speak to or acknowledge her husband, wife, whatever. Okay. And that's why we're targeting this person or something like that. And if it's not that, they'll go to, if it's Christians they're trying to get to help gang stalk or hurt you, they'll say this person worships Satan, the devil, and they do witchcraft and they hate Christians. Or if it's women that can be triggered, they'll say, you see that pretty lady over there, she's a gold digger and she catfished my brother and she seduced him and she emptied out his bank account and took all his money and ruined his marriage, and he can't even see his kids now, and he's broke now. She's a gold digger, and now she's done this to many men. You understand what I'm saying and where I'm going with this? In order to get people to have the right type of energy for you to give it their best when they're trying to attack, trap, or cause an imbalance in your life, they have to tell them a lie to get them emotionally charged. Otherwise, you might be kind of indifferent to helping somebody to hurt a person that's not guilty of anything. So it looks like whoever this Central African is in the wealth class 1%, somebody might have spoken to this person. They might have been, there could be a fire sign that might have been trying to solicit help from a connection to this person in the wealth class. And they were trying to avoid a tower with you getting away. And there might be someone else that knew the truth about why someone was trying to attack your life. And they might have told this person the truth about why this person was trying to get away with what they were doing. Okay. Yep. The sun. So there's somebody here that illuminated the real reason why somebody was trying to attack your life, why someone needed to, the star in reverse. I just saw Aquarius energy, but they're talking about the star because you are a star and they want to isolate you so that they could do some kind of destiny swap and energy harvest from you. You have abundant energy. That's it. You are the damn sun. That's it. The sun is talking about illumination. The star in reverse means somebody wants to hide you or destroy you because your energy is abundant. The Ace of Cups is talking about the energy that you embody. And they want you to be the star in reverse so that they can make somebody else be a star. And it's not because you were showing off. It's not because you were like, I want to be the only one that gets recognition in the family, in my community, for how I show up. You were literally just being yourself in your own authentic energy, in your, just living your life. You might have even been living an isolated life already just by yourself. But it's just something about your energy. It's still a star energy and it shines very bright and it's very abundant. And you're living the life that you want to live because of that energy you embody. See, every star is not out here in the public or for the public. Some stars are stars within their own rights, and everything they touch turns to gold, and they live a very abundant and prosperous life, even if no one ever finds out about it. Just because you're a star don't mean people need to know that you're a star. You understand? There are a lot of stars within their own right that are not meant to be in the public eye for everyone to know they're a star. There are stars that are healers. Yeah. Some of these stars, they can heal. And within their own right, they go around healing people with their words, with their hands. There are stars in church that you just think are brothers and sisters that are of the highest vibration of love. Oh, I don't know. That sister, she's always positive. I don't know what it is about her. But I like when she prayed for me because I always get a change. I always feel better when that person prays for me. There are stars that are placed all over the world that are not famous to the world because that star quality inside them, that healing energy inside, that ability to manifest prosperity and abundance, they use it. They use it, but not in a public way. You understand? So what is going on? So this person was entertaining company. Clarify, this person that was entertaining company with maybe this person in the wealth class. Yes, the emperor. Now the emperor could be a political figure of some kind. This could be someone that could hold a very important seat of importance. Okay, like the president of a country or a governor or a politician, or this could be someone in charge of something. Okay, or this could actually also be a boss, or it could be an Aries. But somebody was entertaining company with somebody connected to maybe someone in the wealth class 1% that might be some kind of political figure or a boss. This person could be of Central African descent and hold some kind of very important position. And they might have a mutual friend or a connection. And by making friends with that person and connecting to them, they figured it would allow them to be able to utilize their resources with the police, military, and other people in your area to attack you. Okay. And that's how they were able to attack you and get away with it, because they went and rubbed elbows with someone that's connected to an important person within your government system, wherever you are. Okay. But now somebody can't move forward with something, and they can't move to calmer waters because somebody told the truth about what this person was trying to get away with. And they might feel powerless right now with the strength card reversed. They can't move to calmer waters because somebody can't defend their actions about why they were there in your community and what they were trying to get away with doing to you. They lied to this person, but they went in first trying to be chummy, buddy. Let's go to a cigar lounge. I want to give a gift to you. Oh no, I'm just visiting here in your country, your town, your city, your state, your community. I'm here visiting and I wanted to bring you a gift because I really admire you. Here's a cigar. Can I sit with you? I wanted to be your friend. I read all about you and you're a very important person and I really admire and respect you. I would love to spend some time getting to know you. Here's one of my beautiful women here that I spend time with. She would like to spend time with you too. This is somebody that went and rubbed elbows with some important people that have to do with running your community so that they could get away with utilizing the police, authority figures, the people in the government and military or in charge in your community with trying to hurt and harm you. They rubbed elbows with them and they didn't tell them why they were doing what they were doing, or if they did, it was a lie. But they first had to get their favor. They had to garner their favor first and chummy and become buddy first. And once they could create a bond, then they could bring up the problem and be like, there's someone in your community that's been giving me a problem. But they had to first make that person give a damn about them by buddying up to them. Let's go to a cigar lounge. You understand? When somebody is trying to target you, they have to first get the permission of local officials wherever you live at or stay in your community. And they don't come right through the door like a negative Nancy. They have to chummy, kiss ass, and try to rub elbows and get their favor, garner their favor first. They have to kiss their ass, garner their favor, and make the person like them first. Like sort of try to make them be friends, create a fake bond, love bomb them. You understand? And once they love bomb them, and create a fake bond with them and try to do something to get them to smile and like them, that's when they slip in, hey, it's someone that lives in your community, in your state, city, country, whatever, that's a problem. And I was wondering if you could possibly help me to get rid of that person because they're a bad person. And that's how they do what they do. You understand? So that's exactly what happened here. And they got to them before somebody else could tell them what they were trying to do. So they already had that person's mind and head turned in their favor before the other person could get to them. But now, because of all of the wreckage they've caused in trying to turn everything in your life upside down, they've turned everything in your community. Some family members have been hacking you. Now, this could be your family on your side, or this could be family members on your child's father's side of the family. Okay. This could be people on your child's father's side of the family that were offered money to keep you a page, to keep you making an hourly salary, barely able to rub two nickels together, trying to keep you in a certain position in life so somebody else could steal your destiny. Okay. And if you broke up with your child's father, they would have lost their contract to keep you distracted with that narcissist. You understand? That was a contract. Okay. You didn't meet your child's father by coincidence. That was a contract that was put on you to bind you in your life and keep you a page your entire life so someone else could be out there living your life. Somebody that's a part of a cult. But if you broke up with your child's father, then their family members on that side, they didn't want to lose that contract and stop getting paid to do things to ruin your life, to affect your confidence and self-esteem, to sabotage your love life and your ability to make money and be free. So if you ever broke up with your child's father in the past, they would have continued to stalk you long after your child was grown. Even if you relocated across the country, somebody on your child's father's side of the family was still tracking you because they wanted to continue to make money and get paid for keeping you binded. Okay. Family is your hackers. So they've been tracking you everywhere you go. Clarify a white woman. Clarify a white woman. Somebody might be having a tower right now because somebody's in their thoughts. They're thinking about something and contemplating something. This is somebody that'll do anything for money, shallow, superficial, lacks integrity. This is someone that's overly materialistic, someone that might be very shallow. This person reversed an ending. This person reversed an ending with somebody to do something. But whoever you are, things are still balanced. Okay, so somebody might have launched another attack against you and they couldn't defend their actions. This could be a white woman or a white man, take it as it resonates. But they reversed an ending and had an exchange with the Six of Pentacles with somebody to try to do something to hold you back. Okay, they might have reversed an ending with a Leo, okay, or someone's a Leo. And now this person might be like on their way to a mental facility or something. The Leo might be mentally unstable with the Six of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this Leo might have some kind of mental issue because they can't move to calmer waters. Okay. So they're the white woman that reversed an ending with a Leo. And the two of them have been working together to try to still keep you bound so someone else could use your energy. But it was a missed opportunity for them to be able to maneuver strategically and do things quick enough to block your path in every direction you try to go in, with this Knight of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse here. Tell me about this Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The Hierophant, a Taurus, a Page of Pentacles. Okay, So somebody could definitely be an earth sign. This could be a Taurus, and a Taurus is earth energy. The Hierophant represents Taurus energy, or someone could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And the Page of Pentacles, this could be somebody that was trying to keep you small. A Page of Pentacles. Yeah, but they lost control over you. Whoever they were working with to try to control you, your energy, and your life, they wanted you to remain a page. You were never supposed to do some of the monumental things you've done in your life. So maybe you've had a level of success in your life. I don't know. How do I, okay. The system is designed for different classes of people. Now, does anyone remember that movie In Time with Justin Timberlake? If you don't, that's okay. There was a movie called In Time, okay, with Justin Timberlake. And it was almost similar to like a Hunger Games type scenario, okay? Only there are districts and zones, and only certain people can live in certain zones and districts, okay? And the people that live like in zone E, they're day laborers and they live like slaves. They have to borrow from Peter to pay Paul, and they can't even do that. They're barely surviving, literally, like animals. And they're working these labor jobs. And the people that live in zone A are like these 1% wealth class people that got way more than enough of everything they could ever want in life. But to get to that zone, you have to have a certain amount of money. And these people in zone E are not allowed to make it to zone because they don't have the money. You understand? Now, in between zone A and E is like zone D. And that would be the gatekeepers, okay? And the gatekeepers' jobs, and they would have the jobs like the CIA, the FBI, just like in the Hunger Games. They would have jobs as the police, law enforcement, security, and things of that nature. Those would be the gatekeepers. They would live a good life too, but they're still the working class. But they don't have to live with the really, really poor people as long as they gatekeep and make sure none of the people from zone E make it to zone A. Okay? So somebody's job, okay, that is a gatekeeper, okay, in Black culture, we would call this like the boule class, okay, and in any other culture, this would just be like the middle class people that are a part of this secret society, okay, and these people that are all a part of the same secret society, they're gatekeepers, and their job is to make sure that they keep a certain amount of people, at the bottom of the wheel, like the batteries, like the hamsters that keep the machine of capitalism and the machine of what Babylon in America is going, this Babylon system. You understand? And whoever this gatekeeper is, this Taurus in your family or this Taurus connected to you is Virgo, Capricorn. When you were born or a child, you were a Page of Pentacles. Okay. Their job was to monitor you and your life to make sure that you never made it into middle class or became wealthy, even if it was off of your own hard work. Even if you went to school and got a scholarship, it was their job to sabotage you from school, sabotage your jobs, your love life, because they needed you because you're a star energy. They needed you to stay small and stay in a certain position, suffering so someone else could be living your destiny. So if you had a great destiny and you're supposed to be wealthy, because that's the energy you embody, because you have an abundance mindset, because you're an old soul that's already completed lessons and you operate on a higher frequency, which is the frequency of money, you're supposed to be living a wealthy lifestyle because of where your consciousness and awareness is. But this person that read your astrology wanted to keep you at the bottom as a battery working in a warehouse somewhere, okay, making pennies on the dollar while paying people to abuse you. You were supposed to stay a page like until you die. Like even in the age of 60 and 70 years old, you're supposed to be a page, like going to a minimum wage job, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning so you can be at the warehouse to clock in on time at 5:15, and then get off of work at 2 in the afternoon with just enough energy to make yourself something to eat and go to sleep and come back. That's not a life. That's not a life. That's a human battery. And it's people that live their lives like that. I've worked in warehouses. I've worked in warehouses and did that shift work before, when they were trying to trap my ass. And I've seen people, I'm talking about like elderly people that are literally, they don't even see that they're in a cycle. They don't even see what they're stuck inside. You understand? They don't see, or they do see, but they can't do anything about it at this point, that they're like a human battery. They got to clock in at 5 o'clock in the morning, which means they have to be in the bed by 3 in the afternoon. I'm talking about people that should be retired, walking with canes, being forced to still make sure they arrive at work 5 in the morning, clock in, and work until they get off 2 in the afternoon, go home. Only barely enough energy to make something to eat, go to sleep, get a little bit of rest, so that they could barely make enough to pay their bills, just so that they could sustain being alive. No type of quality of life at all whatsoever. See, their job was for you to be a page your entire life and to make sure that that was your entire life, while someone else energy harvested from your life and went and lived your life somewhere else that didn't deserve it. Someone that didn't do the shadow work, someone that doesn't have an abundant mindset, someone that operates out of lack, out of fear, somebody that doesn't have any confidence, with low self-esteem, that manipulates and schemes, someone that is a predator, someone that is not creative, so they don't know how to manifest, and they don't have the intuition and creativity to open doors for themselves, or to see ways out, or to make good decisions. They wanted to steal it all from you. 222 in my live right now. Somebody, literally everything that is you, they wanted to watch you and your ideas and run with them and make money off of all of your ideas, your work, and become wealthy, when they would have good ideas themselves if only they would allow themselves to self-reflect and do the healing work. You have to isolate yourself to do that. And people that are emotionally codependent and have abandonment issues and childhood wounds that have not been addressed yet cannot be alone. They cannot be alone with their thoughts. They cannot be alone in person. And it requires you to be alone with your thoughts, alone with yourself, to do self-reflection, because self-reflection requires you to go within and to face your mirror and your truth about yourself, and to do the work. And only in doing that shadow work will your consciousness and awareness begin to expand and grow, and allow you to see the world in a different way, through different lenses, to see opportunities you didn't see before because you had a closed mindset, because your awareness level was so low. Okay, you were thinking inside of a box. You were thinking in a box because you lack creativity, because you only were operating out of your left brain. There was no empathy and compassion, no intuition, no creativity to balance out your logical mind. So your ideas are in a box and you can't think outside of a box. So you walk in a straight line and you don't veer from the straight line, and you think in a box. So the ideas and creativity and all the doors to your success and prosperity are outside of the box, but you can't get there when you're only operating out of masculine energy. And to balance your feminine and masculine energy, you have to embody a level of empathy and compassion, which is divine feminine energy, right? The only thing that'll allow you to go through that heart chakra is embodying empathy and compassion and love. And that's the only way you're going to access the creative mind in order to manifest the life you want. Let's keep on going. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know how I am. So there was someone that was a gatekeeper here, earth sign. They were in charge of making sure that you never made it above a page, and that you never made more money. That you were supposed to only make a certain amount of money. And they're doing that right now to a whole lot of y'all, don't even realize it. There are people right now trying to lock something in to make sure certain people never make above a certain amount of money. And that's how they keep what would they do if everyone just liberated their mind and decided, you know what? Fuck the system. Let's all become sovereign citizens at the same time. And damn laws and having to get a title for land. Let's just all live and exist in the goddamn land. They can't fit us all in jail. Let's all just start farming. Let's all just, of course, it'd be some mayhem because of the criminally minded. But let's all just, if nobody follows the laws, I mean, nobody at all whatsoever, and we all do it at the same time, they can't put us all in jail. Guess what? The whole system falls. Now the wealthy have to get jobs because there's nobody that's going to keep the hamster wheel going, and they won't have any of the hamsters running at the bottom. You were supposed to be a hamster running at the bottom of this wheel. You understand me? You were supposed to be the hamster that was supposed to be running at the bottom of this wheel. And that was for whoever this gatekeeper is that was working with your child's father's side of the family and others to keep you small, to keep you a page, because again, you are a star. What is mother? Someone's mother. All right. Somebody could have illuminated something or found out a secret about somebody's mother. So somebody could have found out a secret about what somebody's mother did. Somebody could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or this could be about a secret about somebody's mother that a Taurus knew. Yeah, and Aquarius. Clarify, who's a star energy? Was your mother a star too? Somebody was the wounded warrior because they created an illusion. Wow, but they didn't have a plan for you. Okay. For somebody, they want me to tell you, your mother was a star. Your mother was a star too. But they implemented, for somebody, they implemented some kind of gatekeeper type tactics to alter your mother's environment to make sure she would never reach her full potential and to block her. And in doing so, they were successful, whoever her gatekeepers were, which are probably the same people that wanted to gatekeep you because something passed through the genetics to you and you became a star. You know what I'm thinking about here? Y'all know the fucking gorgeous, talented, beloved Fantasia Barrino. Okay. Y'all know her. Beautiful sister. Gorgeous too. Y'all know her story. Y'all done heard her story. But then later on, y'all then found out that her mama sang. And her mama is really where she got it from. And her mother, what it's making me think of to use, just as an example, is Fantasia's mom is a singer, an amazing singer, amazing gift given from God. Okay. And that was actually her destiny. But she ended up having a baby, right? She ended up having children, getting married. I'm sorry. Let me put respect on her name. She ended up getting married and having children, right? And the thing about it was she had gotten some kind of scholarship where she was supposed to go to college and do music or something like that because of her gift, talent, and ability. But she had to forfeit it because she ended up getting married and having children. So it's almost like whatever's going on with you here, somebody tried to do the same thing to your mother. So it's almost like there was something spiritually in alignment for Fantasia's mom. And it's like, and I don't want to call her daddy or whoever she married the devil or the enemy or nothing like that. But there were opposing forces that wanted to block her from the path of prosperity and abundance that was laid out and promised to her. For whatever reason, they have good karma. They got blessings. It's in their bloodline. They were meant to be abundant and prosperous. And somebody was trying to rob them of their great destiny because they're connected to a very bright star. And the only way they could do that is send a distraction. Here, we're going to send a man to her. She's of the age where women like to get married and have families, fall in love. There's nothing wrong with that. That's human. But we're gonna block her complete path, and we're gonna steal her destiny and her star. Then here come Archangel Michael, and he looked down on the family. And I told this before in another reading some time ago. Then see, your destiny helpers, let's say God, let's say the angels, your ancestors of the highest vibration of love, they looked down on Fantasia family, and they looked at them, and they didn't see what they was expecting. They said, wait a minute, this family, they was looking at their books, and they said, this family is not looking like, according to our books here with karma, what this family is supposed to be looking like. Because according to our books, this family is prosperous and abundant, and they're full of abundant gifts, but that life is not reflecting that. I'm not seeing that. I see struggle. That don't look like what's written here in the ethers. That's not what's in this Akashic record. That is not what's written here in the universe for them. What happened? And then they went and they reviewed and looked, okay, somebody was trying to steal her destiny, and they didn't send a man out there to block her. Okay, that's all right. We're going to fix that. And then the angel came down and boop, they tapped her womb when she was pregnant with Fantasia and said, no, this is going to happen in this lifetime. It has to. When it's something that God puts in place for you, when you're at the top of the wheel of fortune, when your blessings have piled up through generations and lessons that you have passed, and your soul is supposed to be reaping the benefits of your good karma, nobody can take that from you. No one can take your destiny. They can delay it, but they can't stop it or block it. And an angel that did an investigation and saw that their family was not looking like and didn't match what was in them books and in them stars for them, they said, okay, we're going to have to do a course correction and put that family back on course. That angel came down and it touched Fantasia mama womb when she was pregnant with Fantasia and said, okay, this is going to happen in this lifetime, and her grandmama going to see it, and her mama going to see it, and she's going to see it. They're all going to see the stardom. They're all going to experience the blessing. But even before her grandmother leaves, she's going to experience it because it was a promise. So that means it has to happen. You understand? That means that it has to happen. And it did. Everything happened and came together in divine timing. And the gift literally went through her daughter, and it came through her, and it reached right through to her mama. And her mama still got the blessing and the abundance that was, I believe, promised to her. You understand? I feel like somebody might have blocked or tried to block her destiny or even steal it, destiny swap with her. But it found its way right back to her. So whoever I'm talking to right now, that's what I'm picking up on with this mother energy. Somebody might have a mother that was supposed to be a star, but never reached their full potential because there was somebody that was doing the same thing to your mother, that they was trying to keep it going by doing it to you too. That's what I'm getting. Your mama was a star, but your mama didn't reach her full potential because somebody was blocking her power with the strength card in reverse. Somebody did the exact same thing to your mother. And it doesn't mean your mother was a singer. It had something to do with your mother's spiritual power. It was supposed to manifest in some kind of creative way, whether it was to start a business or something she was supposed to do that was going to make her wealthy, very abundant, or very talented. Maybe your mother was going to be a great painter or an artist of some kind. But somebody knew that and blocked your mother. What else about this mother energy? Yeah, there's somebody that's been in there has been in your bloodline some spiritual practitioner or a high priest or high priestess in the reverse that's been in some reckless and destructive energy. There have been some kind of witch or warlock or a whole cult that have been in your bloodline, snooping through your Akashic records and snooping through your bloodline for talented and gifted women and men. And they have been blocking your destinies and stealing them in your bloodline. in some destructive, reckless energy here. Yep. Somebody has been in some kind of an exchange here with the Six of Pentacles, maybe with some kind of cult to hold maybe the women in your family back. Yeah. Somebody with broken thinking that will do anything for money. This could be several energies. This is several people that have broken thinking that'll do anything for money. Tell me about this person, a black man, initials FF, the World card. So the cycle may be over for this narcissist. That's someone that thinks they're strategic, that has bad karma, that the Emperor reverse, this could be an Aries. This is an older person. This is someone that doesn't have any empathy or compassion for anyone outside of themselves. Somebody was taking very quick action to illuminate the truth about a prostitute Capricorn. So somebody might be taking very quick action to illuminate and tell the truth about a Capricorn that might be a prostitute. What's a new love opportunity? What is a new love opportunity? Somebody might have been trying to orchestrate something to control you with that Chariot. The Chariot could talk about, the Chariot might talk about controlling someone. Clarify the Chariot. The Emperor in the reverse. Okay, there could be an older person here that might have been trying to orchestrate something to try to find a new way to control you. Let's go ahead and have a look and see what we can pull from that energy and who that is. This could be an Emperor in the reverse. Oh, okay. Holy Spirit, tell me who that, clarify that Chariot Emperor in reverse, please. Tell me who that Chariot Emperor in reverse is. I don't care anymore. Y'all shoot me in the head with energy weapons every night. So if Elon Musk, if you pop out here, it is what it is. I don't give a damn. You shouldn't be using energy weapons on people, and you shouldn't be trying to control people's destiny and get their energy and experiment. Somebody could be in the UN, okay? Somebody could have a connection in the UN. Somebody could be Indonesian. Who's that Cancer Chariot energy Emperor in reverse? This is someone in the military that doesn't forgive you, that was in their ego about getting something done. Clarify who is that Chariot Emperor in reverse, please, and thank you. Clarify. They were associated with the Libra. They work for the NSA. The third party knows you, that's in the military, a white woman. Okay. A white woman is their friend. Who is that Chariot Emperor in the reverse? Clarify who that Chariot Emperor in the reverse is. Somebody's stepmother might be Vietnamese. Somebody's stepmother might be Vietnamese. Or someone could be Vietnamese that has a stepmother. Oh, okay, thank you. All right, I got it, y'all. It's right there. Elon Musk. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. So that's the game we playing now, huh? So Elon Musk wasn't at an age where he could pull this off when Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 was coming out, and when some of these otherwise he'd have probably tried to get them too. and hide them somewhere or keep them at a page, and find a way to see if he could destiny swap. And then you was gonna see somebody that looked like let me think, Patel. You was gonna see somebody that looked like Patel, the FBI guy, moonwalking and spinning, and doing all kind of shit. And you like, what the hell? That guy moved kind of funny. That's kind of weird. But you wouldn't know who a Michael Jackson is, because he would have never been brought to the public eye. He'd have been somewhere as a bricklayer, a landscaper, or something. But his energy would be going in to somebody that might have the money to pay for a destiny swap. This mug is going to be in the FBI, moonwalking and spinning all over the place. And people, or I'm just making up any name, anything. But the point I'm trying to make is the scenario I gave you earlier. This is what's been going on. They've been trying to locate people that are stars before they get a chance to fully develop, or before they end up in the public eye or get discovered by somebody. And their new thing is, if we can locate a Michael Jackson, a Beyonce, a Patti LaBelle, a Shaka Khan, if we can locate a George Washington Carver, a genius energy, if we can locate a Nikola Tesla, if we can locate, you get the gist of where I'm going with this. If we can locate people that are stars, okay, before they ever become known to the public, then we can go ahead and put a contract on them, and we could, like Siddhartha's dad, Sudhana, we can control their environment, isolate them, and keep them in one position in life, and get them married or connected to someone that will keep them at a very low place. And we can do a destiny swap, and we can catch them early. And this is what they've actually been doing. They've been the same way back in the day. The Magi would be the scientists, and they would locate the stars, bright stars of great people with great destinies that were going to be born. The same way Siddhartha's dad knew about him before he was going to be born. They located his star. This is what they've been trying to do. They've been trying to locate the star of people that have great destinies and see if they could jump on them ahead of time, and find a way to instead live their life. If they can control them and put them in a cage from a very young age. I'm going to start with Elon Musk. I think that I don't know who this Vietnamese person is that Elon Musk is connected to, but this is who that chariot is. They're talking about the emperor in reverse that wanted to control somebody, for somebody. Maybe he's been selling different stars to billionaires that want a destiny swap, or the children of billionaires that are sociopaths that go shopping for personalities and go shopping for people they want to become, go shopping to become stars. You understand? There are some people that are billionaires that have had children not out of love, but as a resource or to secure money and things like that. And they never authentically cultivated a healthy child. This is a child that they would not have poured into because they didn't have a child to pour into. They had a child for a resource, for a business connection, for money, for a marriage, whatever. So this would be a child that would grow up being a sociopath that has a whole bunch of money that doesn't have a personality. And it could be like the child of a billionaire that wants a personality so that they can attract or get attention from a boy that they like, or a woman that they like, or they want to come off a certain way, or they want to become famous, or they just want to go shopping for a personality. You understand? Because they grew up being a sociopath, and they're a billionaire. So what happens? Elon Musk might sell them. I'm sure he's got all kind of different packages for different things that he sells concerning human beings that are organic. Cameras in people's eyes, surveillance if you want to watch somebody live their life, or their private moments, like the Truman Show. I'm sure he sells all kind of services to billionaires and offers them too. You understand? And one of them might be the like billionaire children that are sociopaths that want to purchase a destiny or a personality. They're bored. Of course, they're going to do things like that. So I don't know who this Vietnamese stepmother energy is connected to Elon Musk, but someone is in the United Nations, someone is Vietnamese, someone is Indonesian, someone is Elon Musk. So there's a white woman here that wanted to reverse an ending, trying to control you, that's friends with someone in the military. And at the NSA, there's a third party at the NSA. All these people were working together to continue to try to control you. Clarify Elon Musk. Clarify Elon Musk. Yeah, Elon Musk has to release you and let you go because you do too much. You do the most, and you're not afraid. Okay. Yeah, whoever Elon Musk made this deal with in the past that he was going to finance connected to your family, your child's father's family, they set you free with the Fool card. You're free. You're free from this. You are no longer in whatever category they had you in, as someone that would have a handler, someone on their list, somebody that's at the bottom of the food chain where you had a gatekeeper assigned to you, someone who was supposed to keep you at a page. You're free to go. Whoever you are, it's still people that are in this that are blind and don't know what's being done to them. But whoever you are, you gave these people hell in a handbasket, and you're free to go because they're powerless against you because you're not going to stop. And they hired someone that got too reckless, a practitioner that was doing way too much and got too reckless, and they can't move something forward. So it's over. Okay. All right, let's start this reading. You're like, what? All right, let's get this reading started finally. Holy Divine Spirit, give me 2 cards for the energy crowning this reading. Yes. You're like, really? Give me 2 cards for the energy crowning this read. Holy Divine Spirit. Holy Divine Spirit, give me 2 cards for the energy that is crowning this read. Please and thank you. Holy Divine Spirit, give me 2 cards for the energy crowning this read. Give me 2 cards for the energy crowning this read. You're not stuck. The 9 of Swords reversed. You're not physically stuck, and you're not financially stuck, and you're not in a mental imprisonment stuck. And somebody got the truth and the clarity. You understand? That's how they stick you in those 3 ways. They have to have you trapped financially in a position where you can't move. They have to have you stuck emotionally where you're not healed. So you are codependent to the thoughts and opinions of others, of fitting in. So you're not free to take action in your life as you see fit to improve your life or situation, because you need approval from other people that don't even know what the hell they doing. But you limit yourself, or stuck in love with someone toxic because you haven't fully healed yourself. Okay. And in the mental imprisonment, you're not mentally stuck in anything either. Someone got clarity that you are not stuck in any of the ways. The Ace of Swords and the 9 of Swords reversed. What is the obstacle? Give me 2 cards for the obstacle. All right, that's 1. Yeah, there might be an air sign here, or this could be someone that enforces the rules, the laws, a King of Swords, okay? This person doesn't know what direction to go with something with the 2 of Wands reverse, because something they've been doing has not worked, okay? They could have been working together with a mother figure, and they could have had some kind of a tower, okay? Yeah, they could have been working with a mother figure. Someone could be a Leo, They could have had a tower already. Clarify, Holy Spirit, what happened in the recent past. Or this could be someone in the military that doesn't know what direction to go with something. I-10 is the sun, again, Leo energy. So I don't know, a Leo could be under judgment right now. I-10 is coming out sideways, which is the sun. Okay. Give me 2 cards. Tell me more about this King of Swords. Give me 2 more cards about this King of Swords. They couldn't backstab and betray you with the 10 of Swords reverse. Right now, the King of Swords is someone that does magic. This is the High Priest or High Priestess in reverse. The King of Swords is some kind of occultist or spiritual practitioner. And give me 2 more cards for this Judgment energy. Give me 2 more cards for this Judgment energy, please and thank you. 2 cards. Oh, that's who's okay. Somebody cannot move something forward with the 6 of Wands reverse, and they're moving on to calmer waters. They're realizing that they don't know what direction to go with something, the Sphinx energy. So they're having to just stop. Because somebody wasn't thinking right about something. The Ace of Cups, someone was overly emotional about something and they just wasn't thinking right about it. Okay. Give me 2 cards also for that Ace of Swords for clarity right now. What's going on with this person that provided the clarity, this truth and clarity energy? The 4 of Cups in reverse. Somebody is very dissatisfied with how things turned out. This person might, the Page of Pentacles, be rebuilding something. They could be starting at a beginning position with something. The 2 of Cups in the reverse. This person, somebody might have rejected someone's offer, or they might be rejecting someone's offer. Somebody might be starting to rebuild something over again. They might have cut a lot of people off. Yeah. This 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Wait. Oh, somebody didn't have the skill to pull something off. They turned down an offer, or they pulled an offer back from someone that didn't have the skills to complete their mission. And somebody's rebuilding their life, and they told the truth. Okay. So somebody, the Ace of Swords is talking about somebody that was a part of trying to restrict you, someone that they were working together with to restrict you. They didn't have the skills to restrict you. And this person, they realize you're someone that's can't be restricted or restrained. You're just too much of a sovereign soul, and you're spiritually ranked too much to be restricted the way they need to restrict you to stop your destiny. You're not, it can't happen. And the person they hired didn't have the skill to do it. So they pulled their offer back from them, and they're getting a new start in their life in another direction. All right, Holy Divine Spirit, tell me more right now about this Judgment energy with the sun. Clarify that Judgment. Clarify what's going on with this Judgment. Somebody couldn't defend the action they took against you, so they're not going to get a new start. This is someone that was just willing to do anything for money. Okay, a Virgo or a Hermit energy. They reversed an ending with a Virgo. Yeah, this is somebody that reversed an ending with a Virgo to do something against you, to create some kind of conflict for you, to try to control you. Yeah, but they had to let it go. And now they're under judgment with the law. Okay, so I don't know if there is a Virgo on your child's father's side of the family, or a Cancer or something like that. Okay, or a Hermit, someone that might work with computers or at a call center, or have access to some kind of information or something like that. Tell me more about this High Priestess in reverse energy. Someone could be a Libra, man or woman. Somebody might be a Libra that couldn't balance the situation, and they had to let something go because they didn't get their wish fulfillment. The Emperor in the reverse. This could be an older man or woman. They could be a Libra or Aries. Yeah. They have to release it. They couldn't get away with backstabbing and betraying you for the King of Pentacles that made them the offer or gave them the contract. And they felt defeated about that because the Four of Pentacles, they gave them this contract in the past, but they have the Four of Pentacles reverse. Let it go. They really don't know what direction to go with something. What's a King of Swords? That Libra energy, the Emperor reverse. Okay. All right, so let's pull some other cards and see what else we have going here. Holy Divine Spirit, what are the messages for my collective of the highest vibration of love, please and thank you. Makonnen, Sagittarius. Abata, Aries. What are the messages, Holy Spirit? What are the messages, Holy Divine Spirit? What are the messages, please and thank you? Holy Divine Spirit, what are the messages, please and thank you? Holy Divine Spirit, please give me QUAN, the messages for my collective of the highest vibration of love. Please let them come through as simply put as possible, so as to be understood with perfect clarity by the person in my collective, to put them on their highest path for their highest good. Please and thank you. Really? In the trash. So submarine popped out and it jumped right over into the trash. So maybe something's going down. Something could be going back down, or someone could be throwing somebody away. Submarine, it jumped off my card deck and it jumped into my trash can. Okay, so that means somebody, they could be throwing somebody away. Maybe someone had a meeting on a submarine. Okay, so this could be some kind of energy they hired that was a bad investment. Okay, this person might have been hired to set somebody up so that they could have a camera in their eye, or they have a camera in their eye. This might be an NPC. This NPC I drew right here got very long, thick Muppet eyelashes. I did that when I was feeling very passionate during one of my readings. But I'm just going to call this card my NPC card, because that is the expression of somebody that's like a clone or NPC. Okay, so they might have had a meeting with an NPC type personality that they might have been using to set you up with a left eye camera, and they're about to throw this person in the trash, is what I'm getting. This person had an entitlement complex, of course, to the point of delusion. Maybe they felt entitled to use something in the military to do an unauthorized camera surveillance, and something is happening right now. They're under judgment in the legal system. Okay, the NSA. Because they decided to take your life. Secret society and all involved. They might have killed your cats too, or tried to. All right, that's going to be a word right there. This will be fun. This person might deal with the same sex. We might be about to have another earthquake too. Okay, they want me to use this one. So something could be going on right now with this NPC with an entitlement complex that used the military equipment or people and connections to have you surveillance, camera surveillance occurred because they felt entitled to. And they wanted to have a camera put in your left eye so that they could literally clock your every single move because they just felt entitled, because they were a part of a secret society and they made some connections in the NSA and in the military at their community meetings while they were sucking dick, because that's all they do really. Come together and be like, hey, you're a judge? Yeah, and I'm a lawyer. I'm an accountant. I work at McDonald's. It don't matter. Pull it out. Because here we all just humans trying to survive. And we all a family here. And that's why, we all have sex with each other and do favors for each other. You're a part of the secret society, so am I. Anything you need, honey. You can get away with crime. You can get away with, as long as they don't get you on camera taking nobody's life. And even then, we might be able to get you off. You can do whatever you want, as long as anytime I want my dick sucked, you available, honey. Don't worry. I'll always be there. Friends will never let you down. All right, Judge. All right, McDonald employee. All right, security guard. All right, all the people. They all of them together. It don't matter, different rank, all of that. At the end of the day, they all dancing under the moon naked with a mask on at their meetings, licking each other, eating each other groceries out and carrying on, and doing each other favors. And that's all. Okay. So tell me, Holy Spirit, about this unauthorized camera surveillance, please, and thank you. So they're under judgment right now. The Tower, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. What they did, wherever they put the camera, maybe in your eye, maybe they sent someone toward you to put the camera in your eye for somebody, a boyfriend or someone you were dating could have catfished you, or a girlfriend. It could have happened either way. It's women that set up men and men that set up women and women that set up women and men that set up men to be injected with this camera. But what they did was illegal, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And they're having a big tower about it right now. That's why I said they're about to throw this person in the trash can. Let's talk about this left eye camera. The King of Pentacles. Someone could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Let's talk about this left eye camera. Someone could be a Capricorn that could have set you up to have a camera in your eye. The Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah, a prostitute. A prostitute, the Four of Pentacles reverse, that has to let you go now. Somebody that had to suck and fuck to make connections, network, and get to where they are right now. Okay. And the Ace of Wands, they took action to break up your relationships with the Four of Wands reverse because they wanted to have control over you. And the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Now somebody's about to go to jail because somebody got the clarity about how they set you up with the people they rub elbows with in the military and the NSA by being a prostitute. So there could have been an earth sign sucking dick and eating groceries at the NSA and at the military with all their friends in their cult to get access to use energy weapons, to get access to technologies, to surveillance, to hack phones and everything else. They gave access to every hole and orifice in their body in order to get this type of access. And now they're going to go to jail because somebody got the truth and the clarity about how they set you up. They got the truth and the clarity about this camera in your left eye. They just felt entitled to because I'm unhealed, haven't done any shadow work. So it blocked my personality. So I'm a copycat. And it's hard to attract and get people of the opposite or same sex to like me because I don't have any persona. I don't have a personality. No one really likes me. So I want to mimic and pretend to be you. Okay. Because I'm unhealed and I'm functioning at the emotional age of a 7-year-old because I was traumatized and I have not yet addressed my trauma. So that's when the blockage in my solar plexus happened and it stopped. That's where I stopped emotionally developing at age 8 when I was traumatized. And at age 8 is where I stopped going through a normal self-development and self-discovery that would have allowed me to develop a healthy personality. And that's why I have an entitlement complex to the point of delusion to just go and become anybody that I see I want. I'll set them up with my money I got, sucking dick, licking balls, eating groceries, and using my throat chakra, you know, this person, they were trying to set you up to be unalived. And they were using this camera to clock your every single move in order to do that for somebody. Now they're going to jail finally. And they said it's happening right now in real time. They are under judgment in the legal system. Tell me about this submarine. Maybe they have a jail that NPCs go to under the water or underground. Okay, because this whole secret society, I'm guessing at times, you know, they have access points that are guarded by the military of underground cities, possibly portals or something that they walk through that can take them from one state to the other. There are underground tunnels that go from parks and into the woods and all kind of different places between cities. You know, these people have a lot of underground locations where everyone that's a part of these secret societies, they go all together to meet, discuss plans, and talk about stuff. Okay. And submarine keeps coming out. So maybe they have some kind of place on a submarine where there might be a jail. I don't know. Tell me about this submarine, please. Tell me about a submarine. All right. The Page of Cups in reverse, the Nine of Swords. So somebody was in a mental imprisonment about what they did to you. Okay. And they were trying, they're on a submarine. Maybe their trial might be on a submarine somewhere. Okay. This is some branch of the military. This is the branch of the military that holds a separate secret government court, separate from the court that is known to the public. Okay. And it's like, it could be a man right here that could be trying to plead his case, you know, with his wife and his baby, because he might have been working with this woman to set you up. Okay. What I'm getting is they're having some kind of military court in a submarine or something underground about what this woman did and what she had access to and how reckless she was. And he's gaslighting everyone, trying to lie, being childish, and emotionally manipulate everybody about what actually happened. Y'all know it's the shadow government. They have their own. The shadow government has their own court, judges, jail, and things of that nature, and they do things completely different because certain ones of you all are not considered to have the same protections as everybody else. Okay. Meaning the laws are not supposed to really work to protect you or do anything for you. They try to create an illusion it's for you, but it's not. Okay. Because you might be on one of those lists that says that you're not an important person or that you are on a gang stalking list because you're being gate kept by someone that might be a gatekeeper or something. You're on the list. So that means you don't have the protections of these people. So, you know, you go to regular court, but their court overrides regular court that they have in private. All right. So tell me, Holy Spirit, what's it? Yeah. The Knight of Wands. Yeah. He has to answer for this woman. It's like there's a man going to court and he has to answer for this woman that was in she could have spread a lot of STDs everywhere. Is what I'm getting. There could have been a woman that was spreading STDs everywhere and was literally she might even have an STD on her damn foot that could have spread to her damn feet. Child, who knows? She could have herpes in her eyes. I don't know. I mean, this woman, she don't look too kosher. She got bumps on her legs, red bumps. The bottom of her toes and feet look like she got an STD that spread down her leg or something. She looked like a pussy on fire. She don't look like she doing too good. She can't even sit on that. What she riding a goat? Child. Yeah. This woman was in some very destructive energy against you. She might have done a little bit too much. And there's a man here that let her do it and gave her access. Okay. And he has to answer for what she did. Yep. And Aries, the Emperor. This is Aries energy. So there's a man that gave this woman access. He brought her into the secret society. He gave her access and allowed her to connect with everyone in the military, the NSA, and everything. And she went ham. She went ham. She was like, I'm a fuck and suck everything in here. And I'm a go. Any woman I don't like, that I'm jealous of, that I ever wanted to hurt and harm, I'm fucking everybody up. And she just got reckless with acting ignorant and then decided she'd need to take your life and take you out of here. And she kept orchestrating something with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse over and over and over again. The Wheel of Fortune with an Aquarius and a Libra. Yeah, she kept trying to orchestrate something with an Aquarius and a prostitute, a Queen of Wands reverse and a King of Wands reverse. Yeah, the Four of Cups. They were sad because the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Whatever they were trying to get away and pull off with you, it didn't work. I already told you. You saw the red flags and ran for your life and got away from these people. And that's what they don't forgive you for. They're mad because you were aware and saved your life, because they're demons. And you don't have to explain demons. And now you're about to get the Ten of Cups. You might be about to get love. You literally might be about to be in love. Your complete wish fulfillment. Yeah. Everything is about to come together for you. See, this is the spiritual realm. You had hidden helpers. For me, the water represents the spiritual realm, okay? Something more ethereal. Water represents what's going on in the spiritual realm. And you see there's a man and two women there. You had ancestors and guides that were in the spiritual realm that were overseeing and protecting you, and maybe a partner that could be coming toward you. This person might be of another culture even. Okay, look how he's dressed. I don't know. Somebody could be coming toward you with this thing on his head. He might come towards you, child, dressed like Aladdin. Child, he might come toward you smelling like incense. He might have a nice white shirt on, though, a cultural one with gold around rims around. That's nice, around his wrist and around the top part. Those, I've seen them shirts. They're nice. He might be dressed like Aladdin, though, a little. He might have like pointy shoes going up at the bottom, like Aladdin, like he got him in Arabia. And then he might have some colorful red orange pants with a little bit of gold in them that are bell bottoms with a matching vest. I don't know about that. Y'all might have to have a conversation about that. Yeah, and he might be wearing one of them chic things on his head. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know how that's going to work out for you. But that's okay. Y'all can talk about that later. I'm sure if things work out between the two of you, he will not mind you dressing him like in something that you want to see him in. Holy Divine Spirit, please give me a final message so I can close this out, because you know I'm a fool. Y'all wanted me to do it with this? All right. Final message, Holy Spirit. Final message, please, and thank you. Okay. Oh, y'all got a trick plan, don't you? No, I feel my hands being pushed around. Y'all know. Y'all up to something. What y'all about to do? Something funny? Holy Divine Spirit, give me a final message. I know y'all are about to do something funny. Now? Okay. Now. All right, final message, Holy Spirit. Final message, please and thank you. Y'all better not. What's this? Okay. Yeah, so somebody's really, really, really sad and depressed right now. The Page of Swords reverse. Someone that thought that they were going to still be able to make some kind of quick strategic move, okay, and do something, to balance the situation with the Two of Pentacles here, by trying to create some kind of conflict for you with the Five of Wands. They were trying to sprinkle. They were trying to sprinkle, create some kind of conflict for you using magic, okay? But the magic did not work. It didn't go in their favor. The Sun in reverse, okay? Give me one final card, Holy Spirit. I don't know. Somebody might have, they're telling me, ran a train on purpose. There might be a woman here, okay? They could have fire in their chart. I don't know. With the sun is Leo energy. Somebody might have ran a train, but it might be because they're a part of a secret society, and they might have been trying to, I don't know what they were doing. It might have been like a woman that could have like had an orgy or something with maybe 1, 2, 3, like 3 men, a feminine woman, and a stud, or something like that. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting there might have been 3 men, a feminine lesbian, and then a stud. Okay. And the sprinkle magician energy, I'm getting like they had some kind of orgy or something, a sex orgy. Final message. Give me one final card to close this up. Yeah, somebody did not get their wish fulfillment. Whatever they were trying to do, they did not get their wish fulfillment at all whatsoever. Yep, the 9 of Wands reversed, and they can't recover. Ciao. So they can't recover. Whatever they just did, they can't recover. Child, yes, they had an orgy, child. Yep, they had an orgy with Jasmine. What's the girl name? What's her name, y'all? The one that ride on the red carpet. It was a missed opportunity. Child, they was trying to conjure some energy, and they drank some kind of tea with the 3 of Cups here. They was drinking some kind of a tea that gets you high or something like that. Child, they tried to have some kind of orgy. By the time they finished drinking this tea, this is what everybody looked like to them. But in actuality, this is what everybody really looked like. But when they drank that tea, everybody was looking like this. It's a missed opportunity. Okay, the 10 of Wands. Somebody is a wounded warrior, and there's someone else here, the 9 of Wands. They can't recover. Give me one final card to close this out. And there it is. Yeah, the 5 of Pentacles. Somebody kicked somebody out their energy that they were having an exchange with. They said, you stupid. Somebody that was working on something with them in some very, here she go again, nasty. She was doing orgies. She was orchestrating orgies and parties with these people to get them to attack you. But they might have had a tower and kicked her ass out. Like, we had enough of you. Get the hell out of here. Get your ass out. Get your ass out. They threw her in the trash, the tower. I'm Quan Yin. This is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Like somebody drank something. Like they were drinking something. It's given they were all drinking something. I'm hearing the name of some kind of tea that gets you high, but it's not illegal. I don't know. All right, guys, that is the end of this reading. However, if you like to pray, or if you like to say affirmations, or if you simply like to invocation, incantation, I don't care what you can call it, whatever you want. You can be an atheist and just understand science and the power of speaking things into existence and manifestation. The point is, regardless of your spirituality, your religion, or your culture, it doesn't matter. If you all come together to agree on the same thing and put your energy behind it, it will manifest. And if we're all coming to agree on something positive, then it's a blessing. And if you would like to be a part of that, then stay tuned. I show gratitude for my collective of the highest vibration of love right now. I show gratitude for my ancestors, my guides of the highest vibration of love, my ascended masters, my angels that guide me. I show gratitude for the Most High God, Yeshua, Christ Jehovah, Jesus. E for intention, the sun. Jupiter for abundance, for contracts. Jesus. show gratitude for earth, wind, and fire, both the elements and the group. Do you remember? Do you remember? I show gratitude for complete restoration financially, mentally, physically, energetically, and emotionally. I show gratitude for the favor and the protection over my life that comes with being in alignment by balancing my dark and light energy, my higher self with my lower self. I show gratitude for the Most High God. I show gratitude for each and every planet that you put in place that has its own unique vibrational frequency. That when we echo out the vowel sound that is aligned with that planet in the order that spells out the name of God that we call out, Jesus, the sun, intention, Jupiter, Yeshua, E-I-O, the sun, intention, Mercury, O, explosive, air, Mercury, the other one is Mars. It forms the names of God. O Holy One, the sun that sits at the head of Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, the moon, Mercury, Venus, to attract. Right now, I command every demonic spirit using anyone or anything in my environment, in my life, or in my home, trying to cause a financial and energetic, a spiritual imbalance to my life, my prayer, or my ministry. I command you to burn to ashes to the ground and scatter. Whatsoever ye shall bind in earth is bound in the heavens. Whatsoever ye shall loose on earth is also loosed in the heavens. I bind and contain every witchcraft spell, every death spell, every negative incantation, every evil eye sent toward me and my collective. I bind and contain it, every curse right now, in earth and on the heavenly realms. And I command you, I decree and declare, I return all spell work back to the sender tenfold right now. Go back to where you came from. Plant inside the energy field of the person that sent you and remain stuck inside their energy field until you fully manifest the desired outcome that they wanted for me to happen to them instead. Abracadabra. I return all spell work directly back to the sender tenfold right now. I return all spell work back to the sender tenfold. I return all spell work back to the sender tenfold. Abracadabra. Right now, I sanctify this life and this prayer with the holy fire of Umima, Olodumare. Let the fire of Christ, Jehovah, cleanse and redemption in this life and in this community and in this environment. In the mighty name of Yeshua. I show gratitude for this beautiful day right now. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and let every tongue that rise up against me in judgment be thou condemned. For greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. Right now, we show gratitude for this morning and day. I command and decree and declare and come in agreement with my collective and the universe, God, that today, anything I speak, touch, seek to do, and or accomplish, it will be blessed. It will manifest to the fullest and flourish. I command joy and success in my life. I cut, disengage, and cancel by fire any and all agreements and contracts that anyone bound to me in the dream state last night. I order all plans null and void by fire right now on every plane through every energy body. I cut and sever by fire every cord of attachment right now. I command every ounce and inch of my energy that was stolen and siphoned from me to return back to me right now on every plane through every energy body. I command and call all my energy to return back to me on every plane through every energy body right now. I call back all of my Mudhara and Svadhisthana, chakra and sacral energy to return and come back to me to fully replenish me right now. As my energy returns and comes back to me, I command anything that anyone has purchased, created, or manifested using my energy to burn the ashes to the ground and to scatter on every plane of existence through every energy body. and be completely destroyed. I command every obstacle placed in front of me to be instantly obliterated and destroyed right now. Right now, I cancel every orchestrated witchcraft attack and hex conjured by fire, by that kundalini violet flame of my holy fire, which is my Holy Spirit, that I invoke with my holy words. I return all spell work this day back to the sender tenfold, and I order and command instantly it to manifest in the energy field of the person that sent it. Right now, I command every and any meeting arranged by anyone in our energy field to frustrate my day, to catch fire, burst into flames, and be destroyed and scattered forever, never to assemble again. Right now, with my words, abracadabra, I will create as I speak. I destroy and obliterate you and your evil intentions and your evil projections. I nullify, neutralize, and completely cancel every contract and agreement with every enchantment of witchcraft pit against me right now. I cancel, nullify, neutralize, and completely obliterate and destroy by fire on every plane right now, every candle, every demonic altar, every item referencing my name. I command you to catch fire and burst into flames in the marine kingdom, on the dream state, on the astral plane, in the physical realm, or on any realm or plane of existence. Burn to ashes every demonic altar referencing my name, every candle lit referencing my name, every picture or item referencing my name. Burst into flames and scatter. Right now, I command it. As I anoint myself this morning, I cleanse and remove from my body, my chakras, my cellular DNA, and nervous system throughout this day every satanic deposit, every effect from every energy weapon that may have been used on me. I cleanse and remove right now the effects of every energy weapon, every spell and hex that was cast. Right now, I break on every plane. Right now, I command to burn to the ground, to ashes, and scatter. As I anoint myself this morning, I cleanse and remove every satanic deposit from my cellular DNA, my nervous system, my chakra system, on every plane through every energy body right now. I cleanse and remove the effects of every energy weapon right now on the ethereal plane, on the astral plane, on the mental plane, on the etheric plane, on the physical plane, on the emotional plane. All of the effects of toxic negative energy, unbalanced thoughts, evil eye, hexes, bewitchments, and spells. Right now, I cleanse and remove from my body, mind, and spirit. Let every man, woman, and child that I interface and come in contact with today go out of their way to do their best for me. I will see favor today in every area of my life. All things will work together for my highest good today, because I have divine immunity and protection today from every manner of confusion by everyone that has made me their enemy. Any and everything that I put my words and my mouth on, everything that I put my energy into today, it will prosper and be successful. Anyone that is destined to help me, they will contact, locate, and get through and reach me today. Every door will open for me today. Every obstacle and the creators of challenges in my life are blocked right now and disabled, stopped and removed far from me, and cast and instantly ejected from my energy and life right now today by divine intervention. Love and gratitude for my ancestors, my guides, my ascended masters, my angels of the highest vibration of love, the Most High God, Yahweh, Yeshua, Christ, Jehovah, for blocking and for protecting for me that came before me. And I open myself up to correction. I open myself up to new lessons to help me to ascend higher and to continually learn and spiritually grow. I now sever and close all portals and energetic cords that no longer serve me, and fully reclaim my divine power, sovereignty, and light. May the blessings be. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties that bring me pain. From hex and from bind, from spell and from chain, I reclaim my power whole and sane. Through ancestral lines, I now ascend. All wounds and shadows I now transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I clear my way. With sovereign will, my soul is free. It is protected by divine decree, by earth, by air, by fire, and by sea. I am whole, I am pure, I am free. May the blessings be, mote it be, so shall it be. Ashe. Much love, collective. Thank you so much for being a part of the live today. I thank you so much for your prayers, your positive energy, where 2 or 3 are gathered. In Christianity, because I know everyone's not Christian, and that's okay. Everybody's welcome here. But in Christianity, in the Bible, it says, where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there shall I be also. Witches and warlocks, they believe in the power of 3, because this is actually coming from universal laws, which all religions and spiritualities are really based on, which is why I believe by 2030, all religions are going to, and churches are going to be meditation centers, because by then everyone will have liberated their mind. If not now, they will have reached it by 2030. It'll be too many irrefutable facts, scientific. They'll be able to see everything and have a better understanding of everything. And it's okay, because you don't force anything on anyone. We learn and grow together at our own pace. We be respectful and meet people where they are. And if we get frustrated, then you back away. You don't jump up and down on somebody's head, because I remember back in the day, it took me a minute to not think that chakras, the new age, wasn't the devil. Okay. Because in Christianity, which is what I was taught and grew up in, we were taught that new age meant the devil, and anything having to do with chakras was talking about the devil. But later on, I found out that chakras are just your energy body that is in alignment with your physical body. Okay. And the chakras have to do with keeping your physical body in good health and in alignment, and they're directly connected to the energy bodies connected to your physical body outside, okay, that you don't see with the naked eye. And these are the things that govern how we think, how we feel, how we take action in the world. And that's the mental plane, okay, how we think, the crown chakra, how we feel. The emotional body is governed by your sacral chakra, which is your sexual energy. And there are schools of thought in how we love, whether we love too much without boundaries or whether we don't love enough. And there are different schools of thought that are connected with each one of the chakras that are aligned in our body, the major chakras, okay? They're not the devil. They're actually part of your biology, your spiritual biology. And they are exactly what Jesus talked about when he was talking about how to balance your thoughts in such a way where you love. He was saying the only way to get to the kingdom within, and the kingdom within is the illumination in East Indian language, culture, or religion, where they show the red dot that talks about enlightenment, meaning the gateway to spirituality, perception, deeper psychic perception, foresight, knowledge, wisdom, psychic abilities, a heightened awareness. The only way in order to get there through the veil that they talked about in the Bible that only priests could go through, the only way to get there was through love, okay? You can't get to the kingdom. Jesus said the kingdom is inside of you. What did that mean? The kingdom is inside of you means you have to go in your mind through meditation to access a whole new world outside of yourself. And it's on a whole nother realm. It's a whole nother kingdom when you get to that astral plane and your consciousness and awareness expands. But the only way you can get there to a greater and higher truth about life is by getting in alignment. You can't get in alignment without love, empathy, and compassion, because the alignment has to be in all of the ways that you think. All of the ways that you think have different schools of thought. And you have to balance the way you think in a healthy way, with empathy and compassion, not too much, not too little. And Siddhartha the Buddha talked about the exact same thing that Jesus talked about. Balance. Everything is about balance, okay? You can't do too much of one thing or not too much of another. You have to find a healthy balance. And the only way to find a healthy balance in the way that you think to get your physical and spiritual body in alignment is to use your left brain and your right brain in a healthy way. The left brain consists of your masculine, divine masculine energy. Your right brain is your divine feminine energy. And when both of them come together in perfect synchronicity, it's where mentalism, higher intellectual function, logic, strategy, boundaries, when all these things come into perfect union with creativity, the higher intuitive function, empathy, and compassion, love, when you find that perfect balance in how you think in every thought, and you find that perfect balance, that's when you become in alignment and your awareness in the world expands. And that's when you're able to access the kingdom within. So, anyway, I'm just saying that because I know there are people that have been fear mongered about chakras being the devil and New Age. But in actually, the New Age that Jesus talked about was no longer doing a blood sacrifice. See, in the Old Testament of the Bible, they talked about doing blood sacrifice to get gifts, blood sacrifice to get good crops, blessings for your family, because there were different things that you called on, energies and spirits in this atmosphere, in the 3D we live on. And in order to get blessings and protection, you would have to do a blood sacrifice because that released energy to the spirits that were already living here. Now, that was normal. It was a tradition in all cultures all over the world, and that was the old way. What Jesus was talking about was the new age. When we say new age, we're talking about Jesus saying no more blood sacrifice, but instead using love, empathy, and compassion to get into a heightened level of awareness where it will allow you to expand in creativity and ways to manifest abundance and the life you want without having to do blood sacrifice. And not just animals, humans too. It was a normal thing to sacrifice humans, sacrifice virgins. Since the dawn of time, people in villages all over the world, in all cultures, believed in human sacrifice. Okay? They've been doing human sacrifice since the dawn of time. You understand? But again, depending on what it is that you're trying to manifest, the sacrifice had to be bigger. But Jesus came to tell you that the new age is going to be not to do blood sacrifice, but to sacrifice a toxic way of believing and thinking and living by getting some discipline and structure in your thinking, by healing and by allowing love to flow through your heart. When you sacrifice a way of thinking that is toxic, and you heal your mind and body and spirit, it allows love to flow in. That's the new sacrifice. So no more blood sacrifice, but sacrifice a toxic way of thinking and living, and elevate your mind and consciousness to the vibration of love. And then you're going to get money. You're going to get love. You're going to get the lifestyle you want, the abundance and prosperity. But with the new age is love to get what you want. The old age is blood sacrifice. So anyone that thinks new age and chakras are the devil, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful because I was there at one time in my life. I was there too. I understand, but understand chakras and the devil. That was just to scare you from not understanding how your body works and your spiritual body works, because your sacral chakra is your sacred energy, and for a woman, that's how you're able to make money and manifest abundance. That's why it's so sacred. That's why they say guard your energy and keep it pure. Because if you get to sleeping around with a whole bunch of different men, same with men sleeping with a whole bunch of women, when these people are unhealed and they're toxic, They have insecurities, so they're going to project. So now you're sleeping with someone and you've created a spiritual tie, bond, and connection with someone that's projecting their negative energy onto you, and you don't even realize it. And what they do is they trigger something in you that you haven't healed yet. And now you're dealing with not just your demons that they triggered, but you're dealing with their demons too. And if you're sleeping with more than one person, now if you're sleeping with up to 3, 4, 5 different people, man or woman, and it's all people that have not healed, that are operating in their south node like demons, then now you got all kind of toxic thoughts and other people's unhealed wounds triggering you, because people project when they're unhealed. The new age is about love and manifesting abundance by getting into alignment through love, by balancing your chakras. And chakras are nothing more than the energy centers in your body that are connected to your physical body, and they are they rotate and move according to how you think. It's one machine, okay? It's one machine that connects you from the spiritual realm to the physical realm. And it starts with your thought. Thoughts are things. Whatever, so shall a man think, so shall a man do. Okay? I'm paraphrasing. I know y'all know the real verse. However it is that you are thinking in life, that's the energy that's going to be streamed into your physical body. And depending on the school of thought that way you're thinking is aligned with, that is the chakra or energy center that energy is going to be streamed into. And the type of energy that's streamed in can either be high vibrational energy of high stock and quality, okay, or it could be a distorted pattern of energy, which can cause cancer. It can cause distorted patterns in your cells, in your body, because the energy is distorted, because the thought was distorted. And this is where disease comes from. Disease manifests from the spiritual plane into the physical existence, because I wish I could draw a picture. It starts with an imbalanced thought that's not balanced between your higher self and lower self. And the imbalanced thought creates an imbalanced energy cluster and pattern. And those imbalanced energy clusters and patterns start pouring in to and create a ray into your chakra, right? Which is an energy center along the base of your spine. Now, that irregular energy pattern that was created by an irregular thought that you had now is creating an irregular pattern in your cells in your body. You see how sickness manifests? The sickness starts in your mind, and your mind patterns the energy, and your cells pattern the energy pattern of the pattern of the energy. Your cells pattern the energy of the energy. The energy patterns the distortion of your mind. And then it creates sickness in your body, cancers in your body, colds, diseases. This is where disease comes from. To heal and eradicate yourself of all disease, you have to enlighten your mind. You have to figure out where the imbalance is in how you are thinking. Guys, I love you very much. I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. I will be back.